All right, now we wait for YouTube, and again, I'm really getting tired of fighting with this green screen. At some point, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and actually do the stuff I need to do. Now, that being said, hello, welcome, I'm Stooge. Today, we are going to be continuing our adventures and blueprints. Yesterday, we finally got power to the pump room. We were able to fill the reserve tank. So by filling the reserve tank, oh, I forgot to double check to make sure my now live notification went out on Discord. Give me a moment while I do that. Enjoy the dulcet burn while I do. All right. Yes, there's that. Good. All right. Good. And you can join my Discord here. Sorry. Everything is chaos. So, right now, I don't know. A sleeping mask and 2 gems. All right. Right now, I don't know if there's any point in me keeping the fountain empty, or if I should just empty the pool into the fountain, because the pool at least has the two chests in it. Okay. Well, I think for now, Schoolhouse rocks. All right, so this is a good way to start. We have a sledgehammer. We've got the schoolhouse. I'm trying to think. Okay. So, I want to I believe this is a new clue. Yeah, a new clue. By Marion Gold. Okay. So, let us follow the hints from a new clue. Oh yeah, and yesterday I also recorded. Hey, Pokey. I also recorded the letter written in ancient. Is it ancient Arajan or just Arajan? From the tomb. I'm trying to also decipher that. So here we go Route 8 or Route 8, take your pick. And that says depart. Now the reason why we're looking at the signs, keep left, is because of the last page of the book. Oops, that's not right. The Tanner Fork. Then we turn right. To a dead end. Not dead end. Record. Or record. That's the only sign I see here. Record. Each. Stop. Now that's interesting. The suspect is minor. The suspect is major. The suspect is a key. Okay, so we have a music note. We have music. Okay. All right. So this tells me that all right. Oh. What we gotta go look at our notes for Ma is a small. Okay. The suspect is minor and the suspect is major. So a minor small word. Right? It could be minor and major, like music notation. But I think it is more likely that it could be. And then here, this is the network, right? Like this is the terminal you're currently accessing. And these are the remote terminals you can access. And a key. What if we try a key? In the Blackbridge room. And is there on one way? Does that say one way? I think that's one way. What we'll do is hopefully we'll get the magnifying glass and we'll be able to look at it. How are you doing today, Pokey? I think I asked that earlier, but I don't know. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Okay. Remember the passports in the vault. Is it an emote only chat, Pokey? If it's an emote only chat, you can fix that. It shouldn't be. It says ET3 Stooge has disabled emote only for this room. So I'm very confused. Now, the reason why I think that this could be major rather than major is because... Wait, it's right here. See, here we have major with a slash through it. I see, Pokey. Okay. So I think this is small word. And I do need to take I need to get a magnifying glass so I can take a look at all of these notes. Like here we have a key. So, oh, and we have a king. Interesting. You're just giving me a hard time today, aren't you, Pokey? Right? Because well, wait, Major. Maybe the login is king, and the password is Sicilian defense. Never take on a Sicilian when. Oh wait, it's Maylor would be small word. So I don't know what Major is because I don't have Jor. So that's something else I'm gonna have to figure out. But we are going to try. So it's small something. Because the only other place I've seen Jor is in the letter, I believe. So there might be some notes on that one page that will help. But I need to. Okay. Or is there perhaps something new? Something overlooked, but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Okay. So we're going to take this A key and go to. We're going to go to Blackbridge real quick. Why am I already down to 61? That doesn't seem right. Alright, so let's try this. Okay. Not what I'm looking for. Okay, so I need to find the vault. That's going to be fun. All right. I need to find the vault, and I need to find a magnifying glass. We'll take the workshop. Battery, good. We might get the power hammer. All right. We'll take the commissary because there's a high possibility of getting gems in the commissary. There we go. And we can get a shovel. Excellent magnifying glass as well. All right. Dead cases, lavatory, closet, attic, furnace, solarium. Corner cases, parlor, patio, nook, office. Library is unchecked. Important. And pantry. Suspect list. Oh wow, that's hard to read even magnified. No, no, no. Let me see. Um got what is that? I can't. Yeah, it'd be funny if it was Andrew Scott Keys or A. Okay. Andrew Dillion, Bowley, Richard Scott. That's what that says. Okay. Charles Riskel and Christoph Clark. We have H12, H50, or H50, H12, H32, H14, H16, H12, H25. Interesting. Now this is hmm. Tender Cipher, Lunar renamed, Uncle Ah, Draft the Sixes. Mary, Mary, Gate, Gates, Right, Right. Oh, your name. Okay. Jor is name. That gives us help. Okay, that will help us a little bit. Last word. Your name? I don't know. Where else? Is there more? Draft the sixes, shifted extras, the fixed. Tender Cipher, is that the name of an actual cipher? I'll Google it. AI overview. I'm glad I didn't Google it. Is it actually a cipher? Each stop. Stops are also what periods used to be called. The books are technically a clue, yes. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Page A, word X. Page C, word A. Page B, word Y. Page Z, word X. Assume page counts start on title pages. Then what's this? Dead end equals major key. See all the signs. Seen all the signs. On the way. Stop. Record every stop on the way. Record each stop on the way. Route 8, depart, keep left to Tanner Fork, turn right at dead end. Record each stop on the way. This is, okay, this is over there. So if we go back to that, this is here. Draft the sixes. Tender Cipher. Lunar renamed. Uncle Aw. We have 130 and 130. Or is that 1230? That's 1230 and 130. So I wonder if these are... Are these not palindromes? What's the word I'm looking for? Where you have to scramble, like he was scrambling here, right? Draft the sixes, shifted extras. The fix. Because this is... No, though the books are... Okay. So this would be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So we go all the way to K. Okay, that's how you spell marigold. Sundial Publishing. But what's the word I'm looking for? Where you have a word that scrambles to another word. And there's something to the library. And is it possible that this is the right order? The library covers the way. Page B, word Y. Well, this is the purple book. So this is page B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, LMNOPQRSTUVWXY. Maybe it has to do with the colors of the books. Which, yeah. Well, wait a minute. That would be Red Prince. This would be New Clue. This would be Swimbird, I think. Or it could be what's the green book? Is the green book the history? I don't remember. And would that be page U, word A? I don't know. Hmm. Like the thing that I am looking at, we've got this. Please help me with what that's called, Pokey. What is it called when you take a scramble and scramble it? No, it's not a junior jumble. And so he's looking at this and he's okay. Violet, page blee, word, page do. All right. Technically, there's now a king in the library. Well, if we assume that the violet anagram, thank you. Are these anagrams? Like we know that draft of sixes is an anagram for shifted extras, and then the fixed something. I don't think that's right. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How's your garden go? And then we know that Jor is name, so small name. So it could be possibly small name. Okay. Is there any more Arajan that we can learn? Okay. We're gonna have to check out all the books again. Ooh. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's just put that there. All right. Is yeah. Room 46. Steps taken, keys turned, gems used, gold spent, allowance, whole rooms drafted, bedroom drafted. All right, billiards. What dartboard didn't I solve? Oh well. Red letters. 6, sanctum keys 4. Okay. Okay. Most paid for security room. Can't seem to ever pass it up. Yeah. Contraptions I've made. Oh yeah, I should go down to the. I should go down there. Largest purchase. The master key. Maybe one day. The laundry room. Highest grade. Final exam. B plus. All right. Not learning anything. Let's just keep moving. All right. Let's try the parlor. I've been having so much luck with it, as we just saw. Drafted 87 times, solved 2 or 3/4 or so. All right. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in the blue box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in the blue box. Okay. Let's see. So, if either Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. So this statement is at best a mix, assuming that the other two are true. So I think it's safe to say that this is the true statement, and those statements, this is a mixed statement. And this is just false. And so I think this, like the gems are not in this box. The gems are in the blue box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in the blue box. So, if the gems are in the blue box, they are definitely not in this box. So that would be true. If the gems are not in this box and they would both be true. But this says the gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. Okay. So, I think this one is the true statement. I think this is the true box. This is a mix, and this is false. The reason why is that by stating the gems are not in this box, assuming that this would have to be false and this would have to be false, then the gems are not in the white box. That would be true, and that would be false. Otherwise, we have two true sets, right? Or a true-false set and a true-false set. We can't have that. I think it's the black box. Yay! I was right for once. All right, let's see where this observatory or chapel. Well, I am really down on my stars. But the chapel gives us more space. When did I get 15 gems? Oh, right. When did I get 15 gems? When you bought the freaking gems from this is how long I've been looking at that book. When you bought the gems from the commissary, dingus. All right, let's do a classroom. Steps. Okay. True, true, false. True, true, false. Green, green. Yellow. All right. Redraw. Okay, let's take the pantry. Hallway. Okay. Trying to think. I'm thinking it's hard. All right, time to give money to the coffers. I need to figure out what the 8th angel is. Because we have 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th one is hiding back there. I can't see it. I might be able to see it if, and only if, I can manage to figure out how to get that lowered. Assuming that it lowers. That was dumb of me. It's weird to have a room just for panting. I assume you meant painting. No, you meant panting? Okay. Which room are you talking about? Oh, the pantry. Locked. You're talking about the pantry. Gotcha. All right. Take the classroom. We have the veranda. I've got to take. I think I have to take the storeroom because right now. Well, I guess I can. Can I draw a nook? A nook wouldn't be bad. I need keys, which is why I want the nook. All right. I don't want to waste redraws. Okay, good. Oh, I want the greenhouse. The greenhouse has a weak wall, a weak stone wall. All right. Pebbles. Bam bam. Bedrock. Let's see here. All right, storeroom. I need the keys. I just realized I did not. And all right. Okay, let's do that. Excellent. If nothing else, I will be able to break that wall. Finally. All right, let's go break the wall and see what's there. It's probably a backup handle or for one of the Gardener's Logbook. The original Gardener's Logbook. She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me, she loves me not. When I get fired. This is a record of my many indiscretions and lapses of judgment. Should this logbook ever be found, know that my guilt is exceeded only by my failings. Interesting. As the groundskeeper of a vast estate, it is my responsibility to ensure the property remains well maintained and beautiful all year round, from the many green rooms of the manor. What's this, Pokey? Is that supposed to be a family tree or something? Um, Close. Okay. Well maintained and beautiful all year round. From the many green rooms of the manor to the sprawling lawns, it is my duty to attend to every aspect of the grounds, ensuring they are orderly, presentable, and accessible so that they may be appreciated by both guests and the family. That would be the day. This logbook, many years overdue, will serve as a record of some of my duties, discoveries, and contributions I have made to the estate over the many years I have served here as groundskeeper. However, many more are yet to come, and however many more are yet to come. Not many, apparently. A few months ago, I made a truly remarkable discovery in my role of Mount Holly horticulturist. Through the years of breeding and experimentation, I have created a new species of flower with a fruit that resembles a gemstone in every detail. Although the fruit is not edible, it is nevertheless a marvel of nature, possessing all the beauty and brilliance of genuine jewel, but with the added benefit of being entirely organic. Despite the creation of this flower being my proudest accomplishment to date, my joy was slightly curbed when I was informed that Rudolph Moore that my employer's company, Cinca, had decided to deny my request to announce my discovery to the public, completely disregarding my years of hard work and dedication to this progress. This decision was absolute rubbish. I have poured my heart and soul into this project, investing countless hours of research and experimentation to create something truly extraordinary. I feel this flower has the potential to make a significant impact on the field of horticulture, and it feels like such a waste to keep a gem like this hidden away for, quote, further research. As I suspected, they wanted the flower to serve primarily as a cheap way to produce resources for special floor plans. I had high hopes for this logbook, but I have struggled to find a reason to add another entry. My employer's decision earlier this year left me feeling disheartened, and I find it difficult to find the motivation to continue my work. I am aware that my disappointment is affecting my performance, and I am reminded of that daily when I see the houseplant slowly dying as I make my rounds. Perhaps I should quit. I really, really should have. My ambition has been reignited. I overheard, perhaps with some prodding, that the employee contracts for the staff are kept within the Baron's private office and the 10th rank. In fact, a fact that I found quite remarkable considering that the house only has 9 ranks. This all but confirms the long held suspicion that the rumored 46th room is in fact north of the antechamber. A suspicion that I had always considered too obvious to be plausible. As much as I wish to abandon all pretense of caring about my job to focus on this new project, I fear I must resume my gardening duties for the sake of appearances. It has, after all, been a long time since the north side of the house has received the groundskeeper's undivided attention. Let's trim the hedges and see what we find. If there is a 10th rank, it is impossible to perceive its existence from the outside. So, if it does exist, then I'm going to assume that reaching it can only be done through the antechamber. Sadly, security has only gotten tighter in the years after Mary's disappearance, and that room is no longer locked behind regular doors and can be opened by regular keys. No, that would be too easy. Instead, the Baron had remote access levers installed in several different rooms throughout the house. Funnily enough, I already know the location of 3 of these levers, as one was recently installed in the greenhouse and another two were installed in the secret garden. It's almost like they were choosing green rooms just to tempt me. Anti-chamber lever locations: the secret garden, the Great Hall. Wait, what? Secret gardens, sealed. Greenhouse, weight room, sealed. It appears each antechamber door has one primary access lever in addition to redundancy in another location. Although these past few months of exploration have yet to yield the fruit I seek, I have in that time gained much greater mastery of the estate and have stolen many glimpses behind the black curtains that veils her many secrets. Among the more exciting of my recent finds was the discovery of a hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms, sealed shut behind a false wall. The stale quality of the air and unmistakable aroma of corroded metal led me to believe that this chamber has remained sealed for many decades. Within, I found a large vat of copper, still, their time-worn surfaces streaked with creeping veins of oxidation and rust. I am unsure if these instruments can be restored to working condition, but if they can, I may yet find a use for the sugar beets and potato stores rotting away in the root cellar. Resealed in January after deal in Reddington fell through. At last, I have finally discovered the location of one of the north levers. It is deep underground in a location so far removed from any of the estate's plant life that had I been discovered, I would have been completely vulnerable without any excuse but curiosity to offer my captor. As anxious as I was to pull it, I have decided to wait until the Baron is away, as it reduces the risk of being caught significantly. And once he leaves, I don't think that a delay in returning will be too hard to engineer, now that Kristoff is under my thumb and beholden to do whatever I command. Interesting. August 15th. Well, there's no turning back now. After finally reaching the objective I had been working toward for the last 4 months, I made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment and took more than just my contract. I found something that I knew could give me the chance to make back some money, some of the money I felt I was owed to me, and grabbed the opportunity without really considering the consequences, given that there is now only one missing file in the staff contracts. I have unwittingly left an incriminating trail leading directly back to me. My only hope is that they consider it too obvious to be plausible. I'm almost positive that I'm not going to get away with it. But at this point, I feel I owe it to myself to get what's coming to me one way or another. And that is where it ends. So one of the outer rooms. He's the one that wrote the letter to Sinclair. And these are the envelopes. Oh my. Huh. Interesting. Okay. All right. Where is Tanner's Fork? I don't know. Damn it. This doesn't help me. Arch Aries, Orinda Aries / Fen Aries, Viraja, Nuance. I think this one is the Corica. Can't remember the others. Vera, or Kororika, excuse me, and Morajai. All right. It would be faster for me to go through here to here. And I do need to get that other stamp. Let's see if I will be fortunate enough. No food. I really need food. I only have 20 steps left. All right. I'm going to use several of them this way because I'm smart. No, I'm not. I have a sleep mask and I haven't drafted any rooms. Arch Aries, together we weather. All right. That covers that part. The underpass. I really wish I knew how to open that door. But I don't. All right. I'm very confused by the drumming. Aren't you? There are now 3 different ways to get down here. All right, I have to redraw. Okay, we'll take the aquarium. That'll give me at least some steps. Shit. Well, all that effort for nothing. I should have taken the master bedroom. Or the spare master bedroom, I should say. At this point, there is one place to go. Although I don't know if I have all of the text for it. Let me double check. Find among the white trees something. So stones. So I don't have all the text to it. I do know where there are white trees. But we are just going to call it a day because there's nothing I can do. So to the next day, and the day after that. Back to the days of our forefathers. Wait, no, we're going forwards, not backwards. East-facing campus. Yes. I just want to say that the English language sucks. Reason being, it took me a moment after reading Pokey's last message, which is close. Remember what it was in reference to, and that it wasn't the word close. Okay, root cellar. Here we have the family tree. Clara Epson. Oh, it'd be okay. Mary Epson. Now it's interesting that it's Mary Epson and not Mary Sinclair, since her father is Simon Sinclair. That's interesting. At least I finally... Now, I need to figure out where that... We have a new room that we need to find. That is hidden behind a barrier. It may be... Alright, workshop. We start with the handle. This is the one that says stones. Bedroom? Nothing. Drawing room. Let us get the gem that it cost us. And now we'll go the other way. Courtyard will give us 2 gems for the gem it cost us. Sadly, it did not give us anything else. Billiard room, so we can get keys. Excuse me. Okay. 15. Why do I feel like this has started over again? 20. 4 times 1 is 4. Divided by 1 is 4. Alright, the gems are in the box with a true statement. The second statement. This is the second statement on the box. Okay, so that's true. So this is either a true box or a mixed box. Both statements on the black box are false. That's false. The statement containing the word statements are always true. That could be false, that could be true. So this could mean A as in a singular true statement, or it could mean A as in one or more true statements. The question is, which is it? I think... Well, wait. We know this is false, therefore this is false. Therefore the gems are in this box. Well, let us go loop-de-loo. Here we go loop-de-loo, here we go loop-de-lie, here we go loop-de-loo, all on a Saturday night. I'm sorry, doggo. I'm not entering that room yet. But you will be pet when I do. I promise. You can't pass through that room and not pet the dogs. It's just not right. It just raises too many questions. Okay. I guess we will take a redraw. Take the hallway. Take the den. Take the den and get a gem. All of us are all offend or something. I don't know. Ignore me. Don't ignore me, please. Please shovel? No, hammer. All right. Let's go to the kennel. We're going to open that door. And pet the dog. You have to pet the dog. All dogs are good dogs. Anyone who says otherwise is lying. Okay. Diamonus minor. Apple, keys, flowers. The laboratory. Or is the passageway? That is the question. Let us do the passageway. I do not have exactly 2 rooms, so that's not worth it. Alright. We'll just do this. Huh. I mean, honestly, the aquarium seems like the right room to go to, right? Hmm. Huh. Huh. Get more steps. I really could use... Okay, so we've got the... Oh, the conference room. There we go. Okay. Do I want this? Or do I want this? I think we will take the Solarium. We'll get a gem. I haven't been drafting well today. At least I don't feel like I've been drafting well. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, we'll take the Nook. I now have 3. I have to have exactly 2 to do that. Oh, I do this? That'll give me some gems. I think I will do... I'll do that. All right. I think I want to shop. Let's see what luxury items are for sale. Okay, I've got to do the master key. Now I don't have to worry about keys. Yeah, it doesn't fit. No duh. I wanted this one. I don't know what he means by outside rooms. Maybe he's talking about the I'll have to check. I think I think he's talking about this in that note. And I think he's referring to maybe the trading post. Oh. It looks like I've got it. Well, yeah, I've got to do the gymnasium. You know what? I don't have to do the gymnasium because I can go over to the conference room. I have just enough to get the shovel. I'm more hoping for turnips. Though he also references the he also referenced the root cellar in that note. Let's go to the root cellar real quick. Because there's no sense in me taking the long way back to there. So I may as well take a few steps to go this way. He referenced the root cellar in the note. So it's possible that the hidden room that he was talking about is in here. A brick. Some brack. Huh. No sign has been found yet. Interesting. Okay. There. Like he mentions the root cellar, he also mentions. Huh. Just trying to think what else it could be. Because we know of one room that we know of one room from the outer that had a breakable wall. We broke it with Dinamite. I'm trying to figure out who the 8th angel is. Oh, God dang it. Shoot. I do have to go the long way. Dang it. Is the 8th angel the angel of death? Okay. I have to go this way. Pets? 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 I think that's the first time all the dogs have been in here. I'd really like, you know, a turnip. That would be handy. Okay. We have the closet or the music room. Guess we'll do the music room. Secret card and key. Being noted in verse. The key you seek in small word or in major tongue, but half the sheeps are missing from the four you hold. The rest far flung, a half note held, is quite the pun. Among the scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, in words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea. In bold words sung, I do repeat, the ones you oft assume that you alone can solve this tune, are likely going to get you your due and all the rage that will ensue. While working on this simple clue, white pages lined with melodies, to hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these, we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. I mean, no, maybe that's not a C. Nope, there's a C though. It could be that the word is literally C, but I don't know. Go into the chapel, we're gonna get married. All right. If I can get 20 coins, that would be fantastic. But the best way to do that would be I don't have any gems. I guess the tunnel. However useless it might be. But hey, I got steps, so there's that. Also got an old shoe. An old tin can. A key for Sam. Well, hot damn. You're a weird one, Mr. Stooge. Okay. I guess the office is the only way I can actually move forward. Oh, but I guess we're just gonna add 2 stars. because, yeah. Let's see. So I'm going to have 41. So 41 will add 7 different constellations observed in a single night, plus the North Star, I think. I could be wrong. Let's see. 20 is Borealis. Oh, no, we'll probably end up with possibly Flora. Well, no, it said 7 constellations. So, well, let's just find out together, shall we? Call it a day. What room are they talking about, though? An excavation site. I think they've got to be talking about the trading post. That's got to be it, right? Because the trading post had a room. Could be C. I still haven't figured anything out about the shelter. Let's do the trading post and see if there's the still out here. Yep. That is indeed what he was referencing. He was referencing the still that's in the trading post. Okay. We'll do that in. The observatory. Oh wait, I'll have 42 stars though. There's not going to be 7 constellations in the sky. Cell, apple, key. Yeah, let's see. Depending on the number of stars, it can be. This book is okay. I'm hoping that by not clicking on it, I am not more likely to get dead ends. Whether or not that's the case. All right, yeah, that's page 8. Have I seen the other notes, Toki? Have I seen all 8 pages? I don't know. You probably don't know either, actually. Must really annoy you sometimes that I ask you like you have an encyclopedic knowledge of everything I've done in any game. All right, so let's see. Rib J. Okay. Danny G. This one does not say. It's possible. There's a rook. Okay, so there's a rook in the vault. I should record that. Oh, that's the one. Okay. Let's do the hallway. Commissary. I mean, both of these act as dead ends, so I may as well take the quest room. Do the workshop again. Alright, before I keep going north, I should go back south and check the other two. See what I can do with these. The commissary. Okay, let's do the parlor. Oh God. The gems are in this box. I was warned about days like this. Every statement on the blue box is false. Every statement on the black box is true. The gems are in this box. Well, that's obvious. Well, the second one is obviously false. The black box has at least 2 true statements. The black box has at least 2 true statements. Or this box has at least 2 true statements. The black box has at least 2 true statements. The gems are in this box. Yep. Still, one has to be full true, one has to be absolutely false, and the other can have a mix. The rules are all the same. There you go. Only true statements, only false statements, and 2 are always empty. This is a true statement. False. This statement is false. It's the same paradox as this statement is true. Or I should say, this statement is true is the same paradox as this statement is false. Because if the statement is false, then it's true, and if the statement is true, then it's false. That's fun. Okay. So if we assume that this statement is true and this statement is true, if we assume that both that statement and this statement are both true, that does meet the requirement that has at least 2 true statements. This box has at least 2 true statements. Well, if this statement is true and this statement is true, then that's true, and this is still a false statement. But every statement on the blue box is false. The black box has at least 2 true statements. That would contradict this box that says every statement on the black box is true. Therefore, this is false, or therefore this is false. Well, that's what I was just saying, Pokey. This is a true statement is the same paradox as this statement is false. No? You disagree with that assertion? Okay. I suppose it doesn't follow the same loop. You're right. Never mind. I retract my assertion. So yeah, finding the proving the negative is much more difficult. Okay. So if this is true, and this is true, okay, I think the gems are in the blue box. Because every statement on the on the blue box is false. Contradicts every statement on the black box is true. The gems are in this box. So I'm going to say that it's in the blue box. Yay! I thought I was right. I wasn't sure I was right. Oh god, I gotta take... No, I don't have to take the archives. I could take the commissary. Oh, I still have Blessing of the Chef. All right, so to the workshop. All right. Drawing room. I get to do 1. Darn. I think the chapel right now is less detrimental. Okay. Do I want to go this way? Hmm. Sure. But everything's on sale. That's not fair. It's a sale day. Everything's supposed to be 50% off. Oh. Oh. Boo. All right. I tried Pokey. A club sandwich. I don't have any green rooms right now. Okay, I have one green room. Not very helpful. We'll come back for that. I guess we'll take the laboratory. All right, time to get infinite aquariums. I don't have 2 green rooms. Okay. Well, that's good. That's what I want. You're the one that I want. Do wada wada wada. Woo woo woo. All right. Back to the laboratory. All right. Good. Keycard system. Offline. Set security level. I. Change offline mode. There we go. Reacquire. Oh. Yep, there we go. Lucky Rabbit's Foot and Coin Purse. Special Key, Secret Garden. Now there is food throughout the grounds. Oh, hello. And a broken lever. That was nice. I got 2 items. There we go. Excuse. Doobie doobie doo. Let's see, do I want to do dish? I guess I could do dish. I just think 3 aquariums have been added. Like I said, I now have infinite aquariums. And I think it's absolutely hilarious. I do have a quest room, right? Yes, I do. Yo, dog, I heard you like to aquarium. I can't help myself. A rusty nail. Let's see. I guess this is a good way to go. Let's see. So, this added 3 aquariums. This added 3 aquariums, so that brings me to 5 aquariums, 7 aquariums, 10 aquariums, 12 aquariums. I have so many aquariums. Yeah, we'll do the billiard room. Uh, 10. All right. -4 squared is 16. That should be 20. 13 minus 1, 21, divided by 7 is 3. It is the dawning of the age of aquarium. Age of aquariums. Aquarium. Strega hates that song. I don't know why, but she does not like it. Kind of makes it funny. All right, let's go ahead and yeah, we'll link everything back together. That way I can get to it. And then let's make this a dead end if we can. Do I want to put the planetarium here? If I put the planetarium here, let's redraw. Mailroom. Mailroom goes well. How are you doing today, Vandabeast? Order placed. Should I do the nursery? I should probably do the nook. I'm running out of space. Doing well. I'm doing okay. All right. Oh, no. Oh, that's what happened. I think we will do the showroom. Let's see. Ornate compass. I really wish I could get the compass and I could possibly keep the compass for tomorrow. All right. The compass is too good. All right, let's see. Dearest children, the pieces are in place. All rigid cogs have been greased. However, if our ambitions plan to succeed, your faithful in arms, your faithful soldier. Okay. May the black shores guide us, and may the black skies shield us. Circle back to the compass? The drafting compass allows you to rotate floor plans. Which is very handy. And the moon pendant has allows you to keep 2 random items. So I may be able to keep the compass. I may have to keep something else. Okay, so where is that? That's way over there. So to get to it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 26. I think I want to do the library. All right. Let us do the... Oh, I need to... Oh, I forgot to record. Damn it. Shoot. I really have to figure this out. All right. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. I want the history of Orindia. I think the history of Orindia will help me out significantly. I could do the gallery. I think this would be better. I didn't take... Okay, I didn't take the... Yep, take care, Pokey. Good luck with your raid. It took me too long to realize what you were waving about. Well, let's rotate. Again. Plus an additional 2 fruit if you have the wine cellar in your house. I do not currently have the wine cellar in my house, but it's fine. $30 steps coming in. All right. All right. Pantry. I've gotten really good at stuff. All right. I have enough steps. I can take it. Oh, there's something else here. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Sure, let's do the kennel. Let's pet a good doggo. Do you want pets? No. Yeah, let's do the planetarium. And then we'll call it a day in the planetarium. I feel like there's got to be a puzzle in here. Can't just be... It just feels weird if the planetarium serves only the purpose of giving us this note that tells us all the constellations. Right? Like, there must be something else. But what? I don't know. You know? Oh well. Let's call it a day in the planetarium and gain 2 stars. That'll put us at 45 stars for the next time we get the observatory. Once more, we have increased our allowance. I got it. Okay, so Kay Thompson is one of the amateur lockpicket, 2 gems, 2 keys. One of the researchers. All right. Could you imagine if there was a room that froze your steps? So I do have a note that says, no, wrong way. Ah, there we go. The 8th angel points to our dream. All right. If we go down here, let me find my notes about the angels. Where are my notes? Are they in that book? It might be in that book. Let me see if they're in this notebook. Yep. So we have the gardener, which is 1, the chef, which is 2, the chimney sweep, which is 4, the maid, which is 5, the writer, which is 6, the ruler, which is 7. So that leaves us with the 8th angel. 8th angel, 8th angel, would you be mine? Let me go over here real quick and grab these dice. I always forget they're here. Okay. I really want... let me see. The floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. Let's double check our uncle's letter that he left for us in the tomb. I already transcribed one letter in its entirety. I feel like I should be able to push that. Oh, here we go. Huh. Okay. Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. All right. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, sober fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition. And family tradition? Thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font, a convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth and strangles purpose that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of your own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend if not break these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods of the worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulcher, I think that's how you say it, I can never remember, as hollow ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here, within this mausoleum of dreams. And when the day comes, to write your own letter to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps, as is tradition. Tradition! Alright. Now I gotta find my... Oh, there it is. I think this is the 8th angel. Interesting. That seems like a mistake. Yeah, I believe this is the 8th angel. And I have no idea about anything. What it means that the 8th angel points the way. Let me find it again. The 8th angel points to our dreams. this leads down here. Oh, there we go. It's very dark. I think this, like, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these. Well, I know what I'm supposed to do with them. It's just getting the rooms. This is just a really just don't know. Like, yeah. Somewhere I found an entirely... Wait, what's that? Buried floor plan, maybe? I'll have to look at that. I have to hope I find a magnifying glass so I can actually look at that better. Well, there we go. All right. Oh, I got the key card and the battery pack from yesterday. I did not get the compass. Why did I stutter? I don't know. I didn't get the compass. We'll take the parlor. All statements displaying the word boxes are false. All statements displaying the word statements are true. All boxes displaying the word gems contain gems. All statements displaying the word contains words. One might say that's a tautology. All boxes displaying the word empty are empty. All statements displaying the word true are true. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Okay. This is going to be fun. So that says all statements containing the word boxes are false. Boxes. All statements displaying the word true are true. This is clearly true. That says that this is true. This is internally consistent, technically. Still. You know what? I'm just going to say white. Screw it. I have no idea. Oh, wait. False. Hey. It still had the gems. All right. Sure. Time. Oh, wait. I have the key card. Why am I, Yanni? Remote terminal access. Laboratory. Experiment setup. Gain 1 star whenever you spend 2 or more gems. Let's do this. I need to figure out how I can set the radiation. That would be handy. We're gonna redraw. Workshop. Hammer. Nook. Nook, 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 nook. Nook, 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 nook. Yeah. All right. Spare bedroom. Nothing in here. I am Yanni. I don't know why. I am Yanni. Oh my. Commissary? Sure, commissary. Metal detector. Deep mask. Shovel. Base salt shaker. The weak ship. All right. I have 2 copies of page 8. Okay. Is there any reason not to make the power hammer? I can think of a reason not to make the jackhammer. Oh my gosh. Something. Wait. You know what? I don't think there's a reason not to make the power hammer. I don't know if there's anywhere for me to use a power hammer, but I do not see a reason for me not to make a power hammer. We will go that way. All right, let's go back and let's go to the master bedroom. The spare master bedroom, excuse me. The spare master bedroom, which does not have a king in it. All right, I will take the laboratory. Actually, let's redraw. Billiard room better. 80. Oh, 18. 51. 16. 4 squared is 16. Minus 14 is 2. Make sure there's nothing over here. Okay, yeah. No, I have a metal detector. It would be going off if there was something over there. Yeah, let's do the den. The den seems like a good one. No box. Walk-in closet? Yeah, let's do the walk-in closet. And car keys. What I wouldn't... Okay, there we go. That's good. The courtyard does give me that, but the pantry gives me an upturn. And an upturn is good. Let's do that. Make sure there's nothing there. Good. Boiler room? Or the chapel? I think the boiler room would be better. There's only one room I haven't gotten to use power with that I can think of. And that is... Oh, pardon me. The only room I haven't gotten to use power with is the... Go this way. Laundry room. We'll do the garage. Get more keys. Use the car keys. Magnifying glass. Good. And then we have the map for the hooch. Well, for something. I believe that that corresponds with... Yes, it does. It corresponds with my... And then this is just the letter from the previous groundskeeper. Yep. Mrs. Babbage. I don't see anything here. They could be construed as a weak wall. Now, it is entirely possible that I have missed a weak wall in the passageways because there's it's got a great deal of open space in it. Now we'll use a regular key. Dining room. I'll get 10 steps from my lunchbox. Oh, 11. Right. Salt. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, though. Maybe I should have gone further up. That way I could possibly get her ladyship's room. I don't think there's any reason for me to do the clock tower, so we're just going to do the hallway. Let's use the silver key as if I remember correctly. The silver key will give me a door. Yeah. Let's see, how many mechanic rooms do I have? 1, 2, 3. That would be number 4. I don't want to do that. So I think the closed exhibit is the way to go. I'll do the tunnel. We'll redraw and hopefully we'll get a hallway or something like that. That wasn't what I was looking for, but it will work. That'll give me 45 stars. I don't want dead ends on this day. Yep. Okay. We'll go this way. Safe deposit box key for 109. Sorry about that. You don't seem to be able to pick this lock. All right. Well, let's do the cloister. Is there a reason to go and start digging? Coins. Steps. Steps are always appreciated. The one time I'm trying not to get stuff is when I'm getting stuff. I love it. All right, let's go this way. Do I want the coat check or the chapel? I think the chapel would be the way to go. It'll give me access down, although I do have access. You know what? We'll do the chapel, but we're not going to go into the chapel. We have the vestibule, the weight room. I can't. I have 7 keys. I need. Have I seen any notes about how to get the master bedroom to show up? I don't think I have seen any notes on how to optimize drafting the master bedroom. Like, her ladyship's room has to be drafted from a southerly facing door. But I don't know about the master bedroom. Whether that can be drafted from a northerly facing door or a southerly facing door. Let's do that. You take one, I get two. The boudoir, the trophy room. I don't have the gems for that. Alright. Apples are extra delicious today. And the dining room is back this way, which means... Okay. All right. I do have the boiler room, so that's going to be 30 steps. That's good. Now I won't feel so bad if I draft the weight room. Okay. Let's go through the rotunda. We're going to rotate it, and we're going to go to the east. Or to the west, I mean. This way. Archives, billiard room. Let us rotate the billiard room. All right, so that's going to be 6. That's going to be 4. No, 2. Zero times 20 is 0 plus a third is 6. All right. I don't want that. We'll do this. Okay. How many green rooms do I have right now? I think I only have the one. So we will take the vestibule. I guess the pool is the way to go. It's the only way that leads me forward. Drawing room. Oh, I don't have any. Damn it. I guess the pump room then. And we are going to... I don't see any reason for me to keep with the fountain. right. And then let us go this way. Spare master bedroom. Not bad. Could get me into our ladyship's room. Compass. Rooms that are more likely to point north. The kennel or the music room. Let's do the music. Oh my gosh, darn it. All right. It's not too late for me to get what I want. Let's go to the Great Hall. There's no point in not unlocking all of the doors at this point. Of course, I could remember that I have the lockpicks to try. That would be helpful. All right. And so if I get the music room and it's oriented correctly, I could, in theory, or I should in theory, be able... No point in not doing it, even though I know it's nothing. Maybe it's something. It's nothing. Music room? No. Laboratory. Well, I do have a quest room, so there's no reason not to. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Anything else? No. But I will increase my allowance again. And I guess we're going to go south this way. My eye. I was really hoping to get the secret garden. Not that it's really that important. Oh, look. Master bedroom. Let's see. I have the magnifying glass. Yeah, I remember that. The controls for the foundation elevator are located behind the foundation wall. Yeah. Unclear if this is a security feature or a flaw. Please advise. Oh, right. Right. That reminds me. It's a good thing I have 188 steps. I can go all the way back to... Yeah, that'll work. I never intended to finish writing this letter, but by now you must know that. Okay, we have a copy of blueprints here. Excellent. P.S. They made me change the ending of the court, of course, as you predicted. Yep. So, I don't know which which of these... We have a stop sign here. I don't want to record the entire book. I think it'd be better if I just... Yeah. But this is where a king is, I would presume. Is there not a king chess piece in this room? That is a big old sword. I much prefer this one, even though it's still a bit long. I thought for sure that the king would be in here. But the master bedroom has none. Huh. Okay. Interesting. But either way, the foundation, and down we go. Yay, garbage. Finally, I have successfully triggered my experiment. All right. Now, because of the position of the boat, I can't go at it from this side. So I have to go this way and then down. I want to figure this out. High pressure condenser, remote power box, steam line to the boiler. Do I need to get the... How do I do this? Do I need to get the steam line? Do I need to get the boiler attached to the foundation in some way or something? I don't know. Because there has to be a way to open that door. I don't know what it is. A small name. Could be Mom. No, not that one. Here we go, this way. No, dang it, that's the chess pieces. Do I need the king? Or am I just wrong and I keep thinking I need the king? Yeah, there's the king. Let's see, let's take a look at the rooms. Because I don't know which room has the king. The nook is here, so the rook would go there. The chapel is here, so I could put a bishop, and 7. I don't have the queen. I wonder if I put the king here. Yeah, I don't know where the king is. Where is security? Security is here. That's a knight. The den has a pawn, which would be here. But I don't know about the queen or the king. Is the king in the... No, the den is where the pawn is. Because we've already established that the master bedroom... Whoops. Wrong one. Sure, I could do this. But this only applies to the rooms that are currently attacked. And as far as I'm aware, the only location of the queen is her ladyship's room. Which I don't have, which I was desperately trying to get. So that sucks. Alright, we'll go this way. And here. What does that say? 10. Buried floor plan. I have the tomb. Went the wrong way. And I flooded the fountain because I don't see a use for it right now. There must be some use for it, but I don't know what it would be. Nine. Where's the other one? I could have sworn somewhere. Well, it might not have the buried floor plan on it, though. I think the third one is up here. Too bad I don't have a freezer. Or a way to get it. Hmm. I could have sworn that somewhere in here there was a map of... There was a part of that torn up map. This is her ladyship's burial, which has the key to her diary, which I've already read. And this is written in Arajan. Our day, our night, our tomorrow. I think that's what that... Towards you I gift my house. Towards something. A new day. Okay, what was Lay in Ariel? Alright, and future without myself. Your future without me. A new day. My future without you. Aj, first bid you heed my words. I don't know what this is. Like, this is you. House Sinclair without you. House Epson without you. I don't know what IN, I don't know what that one means. I don't know what this means. Like, forget you in, I don't know. Your words. J. Nope. I don't know what this is. I know this is your words. I don't know what this is. Your future away. Your future. Wait, that's of. That'd be toward. Excuse me, not vo. Your future toward something away from Finn. Your something word. Towards Araja. Toward Is. Again, whatever Is is. I don't know what Is is. New future. Last words. And again, Iris. I don't know what this means. Got a lot to learn. But back to trying to find stuff. While also getting lost. I looked at that earlier. Not there. There's the way up. Nope. I could have sworn. Yeah, no. I feel like I've lit everything I can in here, as far as I'm aware. I think it's time for a new day. Nevdao. I don't know what else I can do. And again, I don't know what the significance of... Unless that's supposed to be the tomb. This isn't quite full. It's nearly full. You can see there. And I still need to figure out small word. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's start a day. And no matter what happens, this is going to be our last day. We'll end the stream. Not our last day in the game, by any stretch. Perplexing House of Cogs. Welcome to my House of Cogs. A109. 74. Sorry about that. Let's see. I wonder if there's anything inside the hovel that is breakable. Or should I do the tool shed or the shelter? Let's do the hovel and examine. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Okay. I need to remember where I can find everything, and I don't. Because I have a terrible memory. Corridor. Closet. Silver key. A gem. And a die. Den. Should really get the breaker box. Laboratory. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, set your dice to 2. That's not bad. It gives you rerolls. Alright, log into network. Remote terminal access. Let's hope I don't regret this. Though I may. Be honest. Radiation monitor. There has to be a way to increase the radiation. But how? I don't know. No, that wasn't the right password. What's funny is it just dumped me all the way out to here. Staff services. Yep. Special orders. Freezer access has been okay, and precautions. Okay. And he says, lock it down, lock it all down. Yep. So nothing new there. Darn. Now today I want to get the freezer. Oh wait, I'm trying to dig when I don't have a shovel. Oddly enough, that does not work well. Alright. Well, now I've got a shovel. This is the design for the boxes. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we'll take the observatory. It was a very good day, yeah? Alright, let's go this way. The boiler room? I don't know. Let's do the workshop. And keep going. Alright, there's a drawing room there. Library. Oh shoot, I had that map that I didn't use. Okay. Orindia is green. Okay. I need to find out about Araja. A mystical realm of the ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic, and poetry of the old tongue. Araja. So it looks like I want to do poetry there. Okay. I don't have a vault key anymore. Makes me sad. So it'd be better if I used the conference room. We'll do the chapel. Or the west, I mean. And then hopefully we'll get our ladyship's room. Damn it. Parlor. Let's see how badly I do this time. only one of these, only one of the boxes, well, only one of this box's statements are false. The gems are in the box with are in a box with 3 statements. There are the same number of true and there's the same number of true and false statements on boxes. Okay, so it is, so this last one is possible. The gems are in a box with a false statement. The gems are in a box next to this box. Okay. Only one of this box's statements are true. The gems are in the box with a true statement. The gems are in a box with 2 statements. Fun. We have 8 statements. So that is 8 statements divided by 2, 4 true and false statements. Okay. So if that's true, then this is a mixed box. If that's true, then this is a mixed box, which means so this one would be, so that one's got to be true and true. So one of these has to be all false, and the other one's going to be mixed. And the gems are in a box with a false statement. The gems are next to this box. The gems are in a box with 3 statements. So we have a paradox in the top statement. Because we've already established that either this box is fully false or this box is fully false, which means this box has to be fully true. Which means that we know that the bottom statement, or excuse me, not the bottom statement, we know that the middle statement is true. And we know, okay, since we know the middle statement is true, and if we assume that the top statement is true, then we know that this statement is false. And we do know that this statement is false. We know that the bottom statement here is false because we have 3 statements, or we have 2 statements that have to be true. So we have and so we have 5 false, we have come on, brain, stop futzing about. My brain is hurting and I don't like it. All right, 2 true statements. No, we can't. Can we still have an equal number? We could still have an equal number of true and false statements, so that statement could still be true. But if only one of the box's statements are false, and this statement is false, then it's true. But then it's false. But then it's true. Right? Because we know that this is true. We don't know that this is true. But we know that this is true. And we know one of these boxes contains nothing but false statements. So only one of this box's statements is true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. The gems are in a box, so we know that this is false. Again, if this statement is true, then this statement is false. But then the statement becomes true. Right? Or am I just broken? And I don't know which room has the king. All right. Only one statement. Only one of this box's statements is true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. The gems are in a box. Okay, so we know that that's false. And if this is true, that's false. But then that's true. And so, 8 circular logic. Only one of this box's statements is false. We know that this is true. Screw it. I'm done. Damn it. Sometimes you have to accept that you're confused and there's nothing else to do. All right, so running shoes, sleeping mask, sledgehammer, magnifying glass. All right, so poetry is a Raja. I guess I want to go south. All right, kennel. Pet the doggo. Do you want pets? Do you want pets? Yes, we will. We'll take that. And then we will break open these. Okay. And then we have security. I really need to get more steps. All right. Estate inventory. There's 1 coin. Oh, it's in there. It's in the pool room. Okay. All right. Just set it to high. I'm not going to unlock them because I now have the key card, but you know. Dark room? Sure. But we're not going to draft from the dark room. There's the 1 coin. There's probably a gem in the dark room. All right. Okay. Her ladyship's room, please. Damn it. Not what I wanted. It is what it is. All right. At least our steps went up. All right, we have the boiler room. Oh, what's the experiment? All right. Do I want that? Yes, I do. If for no other reason... No, wait, no, we want that on. That off, that on, that on. Then we can go back through security to the dark room. And we got a key. Alrighty. Let's go dig. All right. I guess I may as well turn this on. Oh. I have to do that. We'll do the rotunda. We have one more chance of getting her ladyship's room. Silver key. Okay, we drew the drawing room. We will take the... Good. Lockpicks. And... okay. Billiards. One times 12 is 12. Negative 10 plus 13 is 3. Times 2 is 6. Minus 4 is 2. $20 squared, or no, it should be 4. Actually, no matter what, it was going to be 4, I think. Yeah. 20 squared times 400. 20 squared is 400. Reversed is 4. And 2 squared is 4. No matter what, it's going to be 4. Damn it, I still didn't get her ladyship's room. Well, let me redraw. Redraw. It's just like knob. You can't have that. Eh. Alright. I guess we'll get the locker room. Alright. Give me a moment. Gotta reply to Striga. Okay, there we go. All right. I guess we'll do that. I used a silver key earlier. Confused. Do I want to do the office? The pump room? I think we will do the office. Nothing there. All right. Spread gold. Spread gold. Return to me or exit. All right. There was. What did I want to go down for? Where's this at? Okay. And I'm running out of steps. I need to get. Okay, music room. It's gonna be too expensive. Okay. We'll use the silver key. Dining room. That'll give us 10 steps. We don't have the trophy room, but it will give us 20 steps. So there we go. Now we have the... And let's see, where is it at? Let's see what we find. Nothing like digging a hole. Plus 40 coins. Okay. Yeah. All right. Pantry. More steps. Gymnasium. All right. I need to get the secret garden. And then I can go through here to get to the conference room. There we go. And this will also get us through there, and I have opportunities to get the quest room. I'm trying to remember what it was that I was oh, that's why I wanted to go down there. Okay. I don't know what the weather is like though, but they're poetic. I need to remember that part. No, Raja is poetic, not industrial, not academic. If anything, it seems like Nuance might be academic. Because I think it was Nuance that provided the dirigibles for Fen Ares' revolution, or Fenn's revolution. Alright, there we go. Now I need to get the quest room. But first, I should go... Oh, let's do this. And quest room. Is that the smart thing? Probably not. Is it the thing that I did? Yeah. There it is. Piece of loose change. Alright, now let's go down. Because we have coins, we have money, we have keys, and we have coins hanging out, or food, excuse me, hanging out in the conference room. I tried very hard to get her ladyship's room so I could have the queen, but I still don't know where the king is. Alright, it should be up, yep. There we go, food. I also believe apples are extra delicious today. Okay, no, I did not run through the kennels, okay. Okay. That's the kennels. Not where I want to go. I want to go this way. If I go into the kennels, I have to stop and pet the dogs. And I love petting the dogs, but it takes too long. Alright, so our goal right now is we're going to go and try to solve... Do I have the magnifying? I do have the magnifying glass. Excellent. Oh, wait, is this where that map is? No. It's just telling me about the levers, and then there's this. Sandy Heights. 5 p.m. Doesn't give me any other information. The 8th angel is the angel of death. I've already solved that. I solved that a long time ago. What I haven't solved, what I haven't figured out, is how to open this. And I've been trying. I just... Yeah. Alright, this is a Raja. No. Let's see. Is it this one? Okay. Well, I can just do this. I can make it poetic. You know what? What does poetic look like? Is it this way? Fairly sure it's probably train. And poetic is the flower. Okay, I need the flower. I think it started on poetic, actually. And I screwed up. Industrial. Spiritual. Oh, they're either spiritual or poetic. And then purple, violet is the lines. Oh, wait. We need to do the mode of transportation, which I believe to be train. And then we have the weather. Judging by the area, it's probably not a lot of anything. I don't know. Okay. Oops. Dang it, that's not what I wanted. I doubt that it's foggy. Let's see, what's that? Rainy? Could be rainy. Yes, I'm kind of brute forcing it, but I don't know how else you're supposed to do this. There we go. I figure it looks like it's plains, so it's probably rainy. I was a little disappointed that there has not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every Arajan story I have ever heard has begun with rain. I suppose the anecdotes I make on this trip will have to do with that flavorful setting. However, even without the rain, the puddles and ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. Last word. Nah. What do I have? Nah. I don't know what nah means. First word. Lune is water. Lorja, last word, first word. That's something water. Or actually, more accurately, water something. Right. Let's see. Large home. Large home. Wamdado. Wamdado. No, large home. DDO. I don't know what that means. Araja future. Wish I could read that better. Maybe I can look at the stamp more clearly upstairs. And then here. This puzzle box of Morajai spread to a Raja, not through port towns as they had in other realms, but by train routes from the north. When violet tiles were introduced, they were created as a simple reflection of the variation first introduced by Arch Aries some years earlier. When violet tiles are pressed, they move south. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that's what I needed to do. I was pushing the wrong one. Hmm. How? Hell pray. So it still follows that rule. Oh shoot, wrong button. These seem to do nothing. I'm trying to figure out how. Hmm. How can I rotate this? Like, I need to... Hmm. Okay. Ah, there we go. There we go. All right. We finally succeeded at that. All right. Now I can go. I still need to figure out how I'm supposed to power how I'm supposed to get steam to here. I don't know that. And it's frustrating. Because if I can't do that, like I've seen the print, or whatever you want to call it. I've seen the design. But do I need a piece of metal like that, or what? I don't know. All right. Oh. 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 There. Okay. Okay, we have a hallway. I'd like to rotate it, but it won't let me. Let us redraw. Master bedroom. Okay. We'll redraw again. The Great Hall. Good. Okay. We have the drawing room. I guess we'll take the drawing room and just call it good. Get the crystal. Okay. Well, we don't need to. Oh, right, I got the quest room. So I am going to have to go back up. Did I try this one? I'm going to have to go back up and, yeah. Okay. Let's do the billiard room. Okay. Huh. 10. Okay, so that's going to be 100 divided by 10 is 10. Okay. 16 times 2 is 32 rounded to the nearest. So it's going to be 3 times. Okay, so 6. What? Oh, I forgot to do the rounding. 16, 30 divided, okay, divided by 10. Oh, it'd be 12. 10. The answer is also 10. 12 rounded to the nearest 10 would be 10. The answer is just 10 all the way down. Gotcha. All right. And that's everything. Pump room. Kitchen. Yeah, let's do the kitchen. More steps. Banana. I have so much money anyways. Stuffed wild quail. Okay. Rumpus room? Rumpus room. I don't feel like hearing any, I don't feel like hearing any. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know anymore. All right. Let's do. Yeah, we'll just do the hallway. I can redraw. And redraw stuff here. Pantry. No reason to risk or to waste the steps. Though I do kind of wish I had the foresight to get a freezer, to re-roll just to try to get a freezer. Though, unfortunately, that's not what I did. And I don't have a place to get a freezer now. But I do have a place to improve my allowance. All right. And so now we are going to call it a day. Because I have nothing more I can do. I don't have any other puzzles that I know how to solve. Perplexing House of Cogs. 5 puzzle rooms, 7 mechanical rooms, and a partridge in a pear tree. I somehow managed to fill it out even though I had the hovel. Alright. So with that, I do want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me. Take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow, in theory, with Kestrel and Pokey, where we will finally continue Dokapon Kingdom. But until then, take care, everybody, and goodbye.